What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Roxette. And we're going back to their 1992 album, Tourism. And we're up to the track, The Rain. It's a simple title. It does remind me of Watercolors in the Rain, which I still enjoy that one, not only just for its great emotional and melodic qualities, but also for its still somewhat anomalous position in their larger catalog. We've heard a couple more since then that have a more acoustic and down-tempo feel, but that was one of the first ones that like really struck me in terms of it being an outlier in like their larger catalog, which up until this point, there's been some different flavors and definitely some sad tunes and so on, but more of it is a synth rock, synth pop, more energetic type of feel. So in any case, it made me think of that tune. But rain in different metaphors and conceptual understandings, it can be some different things. It can be purifying, it can be regenerative or nourishing, but in a lot of contexts, fair to say, it is gloomy or dour or indicative of stormy emotions, feelings, and perhaps a personal life or a relationship or some sort of social situation not being in the way or the configuration that the protagonist or narrative would like to see, and therefore his or her emotional struggle is represented by the dark skies and the downpour. So any of those things and more seems possible. Obviously, it's a two-word title and it's a concept which again is used in a number of different ways figuratively, and fair to say it could be a backdrop. It could be literally it is raining as some narrative between people plays out. So let's find out what it actually is as Lucas sleeps blissfully. This is Roxette, it's The Rain, and it's from their 1992 album Tourism.
The northern wind
really cool. Again, not like Watercolors in the Rain in terms of the sonic power, definitely more of a thumping, energetic tune, but still it had that emotional complexity, it had a bit of melancholy. And yeah, it's interesting because the idea like you're always in the rain's always coming down. I'm not quite sure exactly the essence of that runner, but ultimately it did sound like we're, talking deep emotions and the rain being reflective. I mean, there was a line about tears, and that's always a good combination, talking about rain and tears, because, functionally they have a similar, like, visual aesthetic, and then there's also the idea of, it's not as easy to tell if someone's been crying if they're in the rain, but people often cry in the rain because it's representative of, stormy emotions and so on. So again, it felt emotional. It did feel in relation to, love, but ultimately, I'm not quite sure what it's, the always out in the rain, the essence of it. But either way, sonically, I really enjoyed it. It was, again, a sort of like complicated palette, but it had energy and power, even if it was also melancholic and sort of heavily emotional. So, hello again. So this keeps happening to me because I keep trying to film like long sessions, and ultimately I run out of film space. But yeah, I was trying to wrap it up by saying I enjoyed the vocal chorus of Marie. Like, it was, not only her lead vocal, but there were, backing vocals and different supporting layers that were really good. So I really enjoyed the vocal tapestry in addition to the sonic atmosphere as well. So let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.